Well, I'm going to do a nutty noodle salad because the cob nut oil is so delicious. It's got to be, I think, I'm not going to cook with it. I'm going to basically use that as well as cob nuts throughout this one dish. So it'll be extremely nutty.
Okay. Is that a tomato there?
This is sun-dried tomato, yes, exactly. Basically, I'm making my nutty Asian-inspired noodle salad. Okay, for that I've got some soba noodles, which are buckwheat noodles, yes, which I've cooked in some hot water for about 3 minutes, boiling water, and then drained, and then basically to prevent it from sticking and give it that nutty flavour, usually I grab for my toasted sesame oil, but I've got the delicious cob nut oil. So I've just drizzled that. In my wok, I've also cooked some shiitake mushrooms, fresh, and just sliced with a bit of the cob nut oil, so it's got that nutty flavour going through.
Right, and has it also got nuts on there?
And a little bit, no nuts, but it's got little bits of garlic.
Oh, that's garlic, is it? Right.
So yeah, and then I've got some salad leaves, I've got some olives, green and black, pitted, just sliced. So very, very easy, quickly, I'm just going to pop this all into a nice big bowl, like that.
Does the flavour of the oil change when it gets hot?
It does. It does lose that slightly sort of essence of nuttiness, but it's still there. And in fact, you know, you can use it instead of groundnut oil, I think, for stir fries. But I just think it's such a shame because it's one whole tree, the nuts from one whole tree go into making that oil, and it's so pure and it's virgin. It's just, you know, beautiful. I think you don't need to, basically. You don't need to cook it. I think cooking with it will just kind of it's a shame because it loses that essence.
It is quite a gentle flavour, isn't it? It's not, you know, so I think it would be a shame to sort of knock it out.
Okay, and then for a Mediterranean feel, I've got some green pitted olives and then some black olives. And these are just Spanish olives. So
you're just going to mix it in?
I'm just going to mix it in, exactly.
And sun-dried tomatoes as well?
Yes, sun-dried tomatoes will go in. And then just in the fridge, I'm just going to chill it. If you have longer, chill it for 20 minutes. If not, 5 minutes is fine. I'm going to compile the rest of my nutty noodle salad. So I basically cooked up some soba noodles dressed with sun-dried tomatoes, olives, went in there, some lovely shiitake mushrooms, you know, woked up with cob nut oil in there as well. That's chilling in the fridge, so that should be fine. I'm going to go and get that and complete the rest of my dish.
There are so many of them. The grey squirrel, that is, not the red squirrel.
I've chilled my noodle salad over there, okay, so all those flavours are infusing together nicely. And I just wanted to show you a trick.
Just presumably you say chilled, I mean just for an hour or so.
Yeah, 20 minutes if you have it, you know, just so they're nice and cool and refreshing. Okay, so
a refreshing noodle.
A refreshing noodle salad, exactly. Okay, so I've got a garlic crusher.
Right.
It's not the usual contraption for breaking nuts, but I think it's perfect size for a cob nut because it connects the shell.
Clever.
Are we liking this?
None of the shells fly around.
You should suggest that your Kent cob nut providers actually...
I think they would love that. Let me know and I'll let them know.
It's just a garlic crusher used as a cob nut squisher.
Oh.
There you go.
You see?
You've got all the shell there.
It keeps all the shell in the top.
How much oil can you get? Exactly. So don't ping in the eye.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you didn't have this one,
well,
right?
exactly. Knock out a chef or two. I've got the cob nuts here, so they're just going to be toasting nicely. Okay, I just want it slightly brown, so an even nutty flavour. I'm going to rough chop some of those, basically dress the noodle salad further with some rocket leaves and some mixed salad leaves. But to dress that, okay, obviously the base for that, my cob nut oil. So in with about a couple of tablespoons, about 4 tablespoons. Oops, sorry.
It's A flat.
4 tablespoons of cob nut oil, nutty. About 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of mirin. And 2 tablespoons. Yes, mirin. A mellower Japanese rice wine, not as strong as Shaoxing cooking wine. And then I've also got here for a tang rice vinegar. Okay, so this is the oriental bit, and then just basically whisk it all together. And then just pour that all in.
And
so
normally you said you would have done a salad like this, but you'd have used groundnut oil. Is that what you said?
Yes, normally I'd use groundnut oil and a combination of that plus sesame oil, toasted sesame oil. So I feel like the nuttiness of this cob nut oil, the essence of it is just so beautiful. So
would you have used olives though in a tradition
No, not traditionally, but this is kind of like a Mediterranean, Asian, fusion-y salad. And I hope it'll go down well. This is quite experimental. But salad leaves going
It's
in
a
there.
big adventure. It's the
It
Market
is a big
Kitchen
adventure. You guys keep us on our toes. Okay, so some of the cob nuts, I'm just going to chop. Just roughly chop.
Alex, have you cooked with cob nuts or
I
cob
have
nut oil?
actually, yeah. My girlfriend, her dad lives in Sussex, so whenever we drive down, we end up going through Kent. And this time of year, certainly sort of between September and now, just can't resist picking up a couple of punnets.
And what do you cook with them?
I did a risotto. I tend to do a risotto with them actually, a cob nut risotto, which is just allowed you to get that flavour across without masking it with anything. They're fabulous.
And Mo, do you have a signature cob nut dish?
Cob nut ice cream.
Cob nut ice cream.
Oh
Jess?
yes.
Beetroot chocolate brownies with cob nuts.
Nice. Jess, are you getting good tips from here?
Yeah.
Are you going to rush out and buy cob nuts?
Definitely.
So, more cob nut action. I'm just basically grinding the cob nuts, the toasted cob nuts, into a fine powder. So almost like Parmesan cheese, but not.
Right.
So you've got that flavour. So this will just keep going like that, and it'll take a little bit of time, but I've got some already.
Oh,
Which are
look
done.
at this. Look at that.
So
Looks
it's like a
little
fine powder that'll
breadcrumbs.
just go on the top.
Just a little bit of nubbly. Yeah, just lovely.
Like ground
There we go. Look, I'll just show you. Can I just show you that? How pretty does that look? Lovely. There we go. You're just going to sprinkle that on the top?
Yes, I'm just going to
Afterwards,
assemble it
okay.
in afterwards.
All
on
right,
top.
I'll let you.
Thank
I'll let you do that.
I'm done too, and that is my Kent-inspired cob nutty noodle salad.